Hi everyone and welcome to my channel. I'm MJ and this is Zebra Not Horse. If you've come across my video by accident, then please stay, check out what we're talking about. If you are a recurring subscriber, I really appreciate your support. Thank you for clicking on another one of my videos. Have you guys ever played the game Two Truths and a Lie? I mean, it's a pretty common game, so if the answer is no, I suspect you're going to have to Google it because it's a really fun game. Or rather, it is if you're prepared, right? I play this game a lot because I do a lot of youth work, and it seems to be a common icebreaker type game that we play. On my phone, I basically have a list of responses that I can play with in this game, like lots of lies and lots of truth about myself. Something that I have pre scripted, there's the word, for myself to play that I know is acceptable answers, is like interesting answers. But the other day, I was at this event and there was loads of us there that were then put into groups, and this was the icebreaker question, like, let's play a game of Two Truths and a Lie. Suddenly I was met with, I'm not prepared for this situation, I don't know how to deliver any answers that I haven't thought of yet, and then it's really hard to think of truths about yourself that are really interesting off the top of the hat. You don't have access to your phone, so you can't look at your list. I mean, I know I'm not a normal person to have a list on my phone for this game. It is supposed to be a spontaneous game, but that's not how my brain works. I need to have a script to follow. And this is kind of like what I mean by when I say communication is difficult for me. So I live on scripts. And so this is just an example of that. If I know I'm going to do something, I will kind of go through that conversation in my head, go through that communication in my head, know exactly what I can offer, how much I should be listening. And if I'm prepared, I actually am able to listen a lot better to other people. Whereas if I'm not prepared, I'm literally in a situation where I don't start the game, but other people, there's maybe like 4 people before me. I'm not able to process and listen to anything they're saying. So I can't really join in a game to guess whether something is true or lie about someone else, because the whole time they're talking, I'm trying to wrap my head around what I can say, what's appropriate, what's interesting, what's funny, like, you know, what's a lie that's not an obvious lie. You know, I tell the truth. Like, I'm quite an honest person and I know how to lie. Like, I bluff my way through life, making sure everyone thinks that I'm acceptable in a situation. That's basically lying with your body language and what you say and how you interact with people. It's like bluffing them to thinking that you're just as they are. So, this, I came around to my turn and I think I said something silly like, I have 4 brothers. I used to have pink hair. What was the third thing I said? Oh, that I used to live in Florida. And so, these might be random, interesting information, and you as a viewer might be thinking, what's true? What's a lie, rather. What the lie was that I have never lived in Florida, but it's just such a weird thing to say. And I do have 4 brothers, 2 are step and 2 are blood, but I don't really have a relationship with them and I don't talk to them. So the fact that that's a thing that came to my brain, I would like to just sit down and think about my answers so that it could be really engaging and I can come across as a really interesting person. Is this relatable to other people? Like, if you're autistic and you really struggle with it, I don't have a script for the situation and we're suddenly flung into it, it means our listening ability is less and our anxiety is high. And we just usually say random stuff that then we progress later to think, why did I say that? Why didn't I think of this? And our brain is just a little bit of an enemy in those moments. I just wanted to share that. I don't know if it's relatable or not, but it's one of those little examples of how communication, when you're interacting with other people and you don't have a script, then it becomes quite problematic and your brain goes on overload and you're just like, ah. So, yeah, tell me one of your examples of when you've been in a situation where you feel like everyone is communicating really well, but you haven't got the social cues, you haven't understood the assignment properly, and the information that you give is not on parallel with the expectation of what you should say. Tell me yours. Thanks for watching today.